Have y'all listened to the This Is Important podcast yet?
No, I
No,
haven't.
not yet.
Dude, it is so fucking hysterical.
Isn't it a new
They're
podcast?
Yeah, it came out on Tuesday. They dropped 3 episodes, and then they're gonna drop every Tuesday. But it's just hysterical how they're literally like, they were not playing characters in Workaholics. Like that is just
No, they
them.
were not.
Like to the T, that is just them.
The
It's so
moment I
fucking
found out that
funny.
that was actually the house that they lived in, and like they would throw actual parties in the house, and then the people at the parties would be like, "Y'all need us to pick this up or anything?" They're like, "No, dude, this is for the next episode. Like, we need this
Right?
place."
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I
The
love
moment I
that.
heard that story, I was just like, "All right, that's
Yeah,
just the way that they live."
they're just a different breed, dude. It's
One
really
of them was
funny.
a
Definitely worth
telemarketer
listening.
before.
It was
I think it
Blake.
was Anders. Oh, it was one of the
Oh,
two.
Blake said it, or I don't know. Blake said it on Pardon My Take. I don't know. Remember if it was him or if he was saying one of them.
Yeah,
Whatever it might be.
crazy how shit happens. You just put out, content, people snatch it up.
Yeah, I mean they're also three incredibly funny human beings,
They are
which sounds like somebody I know. I mean,
three guys on this podcast.
there's three guys. There's a couple of dudes.
It looks like
They would-
Wilcox's screen is all frozen up. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Yeah,
He's cool.
there he goes.
God damn it! Yeah. You're driving me crazy!
I see a day to see a job is what it made me. Shit be thinking bravery. See it's modern slavery. 9 to 5 grind and strive. Fucking nigga pay me less.
It's really funny. It's mostly just theirs is fucking hysterical. Like theirs is really funny. They all got their moments, but they're all just baked. So it's really funny. They're talking about brushing their teeth, and Adam's talking about how hard he fucking brushes it, and his brush is all fucked up. And he's like, my dentist said it's a bad thing, and then Kyle asks him, "How often do y'all floss?" And Durs immediately says, "Never." He's like, "Well, I floss every day. I got." He's like, "With my clothes, outside, walking around. With my teeth, never."
Never.
They're just-
I floss every
it's funny.
day.
I floss every day. With my teeth, never. They're funny as fuck, dude. It's just that. I hope they release. They can't be releasing 3 a week. That make no sense. I've been listening to our pod a lot too, dude.
Our pod?
Yeah, I was listening to it with Brock in the car right here, and I was like listening to my
Really?
voice, and I had to stop because I was like, this is way too uncomfortable for me.
I'll tell you this right
Yeah.
now, like listening to it while having to edit it, like so I hate listening to my own voice.
Well, I listened to every episode at least once, but like listening to it with Brock, I was just like, man, like self-conscious as fuck. I was like, I can't be doing this. But I had to ask because when I listen to it, like my voice, I get like there's a little echo. I can pick up on that. Like I need to find some type of.
I don't think you
enclosed
speak close
space.
enough to your microphone.
I think that's another thing too because it cuts out sometimes. But my voice just makes it sound like my mic quality's trash. And I asked Brock, I was like, "Does my mic sound shitty, or is that just like my voice?" He's like, "No, that's just your voice." I was like, "So I have a shitty voice." I was like, "Good to know."
No, that's just your voice.
He's like,
Dude,
"That's how
so
you
wait.
sound."
I was playing PS4 the other day. Okay.
Station.
And so this kid, I kill him in a public match. A public match. I start teabagging him, like just straight teabagging him. He messages me and says, "Your sports podcast fucking sucks. One of y'all is scrawny, one of y'all is fat, and one of you looks like you fucking work at a burger joint." And I was like, "Bro, what are you talking about?"
What?
Hey, baby.
Literally like 2
Say,
minutes
"Thanks for the
after I
follow."
killed, dude, 2 minutes after I killed him, he messaged me that, and I was like, "How did you find out my shit?" It said, he goes, I figured it out because your name is Nick on your profile, and it said you're from Louisiana." I was like, "Dude, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, how
Wait,
do you
what?
figure that? Yeah, like, how do you
Yeah,
figure
I'd
that
cut
shit
off
out?"
contact with him immediately. But
I
hey, maybe
did
that's what we
slap the
needed.
shit out of him.
Maybe that's what we need to do to promote, dude. Just start teabagging people and just wait for some real fucking sickos to start looking us up.
I'll teabag everybody.
Oh.
Called me a degenerate
Nickel teabag
because we
6
talk
people
about-
a game.
He called me a
Now we
degenerate
talk
because we
Warzone.
do
If
gambling.
Warzone, then that's accurate.
We're talking Warzone, Nick's
I've been
teabagging
talking
2 people a game.
Warzone.
Dude, I've been cutting up on Warzones
Not
too.
true.
I'm not gonna lie.
I got 7 kills
It
in a
is.
solo the other day. I got 6 kills in another solo yesterday.
My
I never
webcam's
played
not
a solo
lagging no
yet.
more.
Ooh, they suck.
No,
They suck really bad.
You seem good.
All right.
You seem
Uh,
good.
just
I don't know
like
what
as
just
soon as I
happened.
said that.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
What's going on, bud? I'm literally in a condo on a beach and we have shitty internet. I'm not lagging. I cannot believe I'm not lagging. I thought that was gonna be a real issue.
Are you like zooming in and out of your thing?
No, it's so I enabled the HD thing on mine, and I think that's
Too much.
why.
Too
Yeah,
much
I think
tech.
that's
HD
why
just means
it's-
zoom in.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why it was lagging because it was HD. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'll
Now we're
deal with
straight.
it.
Now we're good.
I'll deal
Yeah,
with
I
it.
don't know.
3 beers,
I
I'm
don't
just
know
gonna
what
house
number
these.
episode this is.
Just gonna ride these
6.
Millers.
Six.
No, dude, it was
It's not
6 like 2 episodes ago, bro. We're on like
I was
8.
Are y'all
gonna say
right?
7
Well,
or 8. Yeah.
unofficial, we're on 8. Official, we're on 7.
Let me
So
find
7
out.
of released
y'all-
episodes.
Get y'all's facts straight. Give me y'all's guesses. What
Logan,
episode is
you
it?
have one job before every single episode, and it's to find out what number episode this is. Can you handle that?
You have 2 jobs. Let us know
We're
what
on
vacation
episode
you're
7.
on. And you're on vacation
Seven.
5.
That sounds right.
Been
I
on
mean,
a
look at-
vacation pretty much every week. We've dropped an episode.
Kind of
Look at us,
upset you
though.
haven't invited me to Cali. But
Dude, y'all are welcome to
okay.
come to Cali.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, more than welcome, bud. Everything's
gonna say,
closed. It's a wonderful time.
Look at us, though, working on a Friday. Logan's on vacation. I
Grinding.
think we're the hardest working podcast there is out there.
Easily.
There's nobody in this world's podcasting right now but us.
On a Friday night?
No.
Probably not. A lot of
Really
people
can't
are
think of
probably getting. A lot of people are probably getting laid. A lot of people are probably at the bars that are open. Nope, we're recording, baby.
Who needs that? Who needs that?
Not I.
You know what stimulates me? Pleasing the flat. Pleasing the fans. Not pleasing the flans. That's not a word. Pleasing the fans. That gets me hard all the time.
Yeah, our fans what means the most to me. I mean, I got invited to like a million places tonight. Turned them all down.
Typical Friday night.
I got my 2 bros I need to talk to. We need to lay down some bets. We need to talk about some sports. We need to talk about some other shit.
I'm just
Might
shenanigans.
get deep at some point. Who knows?
Deep.
This is what I
I
need
like
to
getting
do.
deep.
This is where I need to be.
No place I'd rather be, boys. It's wonderful to see y'all again. Like I haven't seen y'all in a while.
It has been a while.
It's a good time. It has
Yeah.
been. Wilcox, you better have something else to drink on because you had nothing coming into this episode. I'm going to call you out right now.
I better have something else to what?
To sip on during this episode because that wine bottle's almost empty. And it was as soon as you pulled up.
Oh, I got another one.
Don't
Love
doubt us, man.
Bud.
Yeah, but there is one place I would rather be over this podcast, and I'm gonna do a nice little transition right here. It's this fucking Superdome, dude. I really need to be in the fucking Superdome.
Boy,
If
would
it
I
has
love
to be
that.
Death Valley, then so be it. I'll turn up on in Baton Rouge on a Saturday
Oh,
or Sunday.
wait.
It'll be a Sunday.
Somebody give us a breaking news sound real quick. Alvin Kamara spotted on LSU's campus not even an hour or 2 ago.
You're lying.
Just saying.
Shit.
Just saying. I sent y'all the tweet. I'm
Shit.
pretty sure.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
That's
he
your
was
other friends,
on.
bud.
I need to see this. Breaking
Talking about
news
your
on
other
the
podcast.
Hang on, let me see.
Breaking
if I can
news.
find
Yeah,
it.
you didn't send the tweet.
Oh,
No
shit.
try you did. I just saw that. Well,
Shame.
these two are looking for.
All right. Well, if this is
Heard
Sweet snow
true,
accent.
Heard Alvin Kamara is on campus. Every square inch of the union, every
so
inch
not
of the
confirmed.
union he walked on better be kissed, blessed with holy water. Bam.
So, not confirmed. It was heard that Alvin Kamara was there, but we'll go along with it as if it was confirmed.
sources confirm Alvin Kamara spotted
yeah,
on
man.
LSU's campus.
What do y'all think about them playing at Old Death Valley in Baton Rouge? I don't think I'd like it.
Here's the one thing that not a lot of people are taking into consideration is outdoors Drew. Do we really want to see outdoors Drew for home games? I don't
No,
know
that's
about
stinky
that.
poo poo.
Yeah,
That's stinky
outdoors
poo-poo.
Drew is like 3 picks a game. Like I don't.
Indoor Drew's been sneaky poo poo.
Yeah, I was
picks
about
a
to
game?
say, I think indoor Drew's probably been the same as outdoor Drew this year so
No,
far.
outdoors
so.
Drew's just going to be worse.
I don't know. It is gonna be different.
Wind.
We're gonna be in Death Valley with Saints jerseys on, listening to Call in Baton Rouge, It's
I
just
don't
gonna
want
be
that.
it's just gonna be different, man. You know, it's just gonna be different.
The Saints
I mean,
belong in the dome.
they do, but
Yeah.
as
They
much as I
feed off
would
the
dislike
dome.
it, as much as I dislike it, I'd still love to go see what the atmosphere is like in Baton Rouge for a Saints game, like at Tigerland and all that shit.
I'll be
I'd love
there
to
I
be
mean,
there.
it'll be the same
100%.
as an LSU game, I'd imagine. Maybe with some older cats, more
Probably
older
like
cats than
probably
usual.
less fights. Probably less fights on parade grounds.
I don't know, man. I feel like Tigerland breeds fights. Like,
Oh,
I
I'm
think
not
that's gonna
talking
happen
about
regardless.
Tigerland. I'm not talking about Thailand.
Oh,
I was
what are you
very
speaking
specific. Fairgrounds.
of? Oh,
Tailgating
I'm
before the
sorry.
game.
Well, you just subject changed on us like that. We were talking about Tigerland, bud. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be fights on the fairgrounds and stuff. Do people fight at the fairgrounds before
All
LSU
the
games?
time.
Oh my
At like
god,
8
all
in
the
the
time,
morning.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? How do you wake up at 8 in the morning angry? That's absurd.
Cocaine.
Cocaine, that is a big part of it, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
A lot of that
Not
Tends to be
snow,
confirmed,
a
baby.
but
problem
I'd
in
imagine.
Baton Rouge
Cannot.
area.
Yeah.
We won't get into all
thing.
that.
Yeah.
You're just
I'm not
really
gonna call anybody
excited.
out. Yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do not want to see the Saints in Tiger Stadium. That does not work to me. I feel like they belong in the dome. Obviously, I think they feed off that. It's louder in the dome. It's different in the dome.
I mean,
And
I would like to see. I'm sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
No, you're good. I was gonna say I really like that the Saints Twitter account is like forcing Latoya's hand,
Yeah.
fucking tweeting at him all these
Fucking
facts and
strong
shit.
arm
Like they're
there,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, they're like, come on, bud. Which I mean,
I'll say this,
honestly,
dude. I
that's
don't think
what
you
it's
can
gonna
mess
take.
with Latoya. I don't think you can mess with Latoya like that.
I
She'll
think
clap
Latoya
back.
gives a fuck. I don't think she
She'll
gives a
clap back
fuck.
no matter how stupid it is.
Yeah, she's a badass
if-
woman, dude. She sticks her ground.
If the Saints had any, I don't know how many more night games they have. I know they don't have any Monday night games, but I think I'd only accept a Saints night game in Death Valley. That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, I was thinking
A
daytime.
day
Nighttime
game
would be
sounds
different.
stinky. That sounds like a bad Drew game. Nighttime, that'll be electric, dude. That stadium at night is just fucking beautiful.
But that's the thing too, that it would have to be limited capacity and outdoor. Like it's not going to be the Tiger Stadium that we're thinking about. Like it'd be limited capacity outside.
Yeah.
What's up? Big Wade just walked in. Sorry.
What's up, Big Wade?
Wade.
Oh,
What up? What up,
He dipped
coach?
He dipped already. He dropped me off some clothes that were very important, apparently.
Should've
No,
been
I
bringing you a beer.
mean the limited capacity that they're looking at is 25% across the board. So I mean, 25% of what LSU could hold is probably like 25 to 30,000 fans anyway, which is like a third of what the Superdome holds. So I mean, it obviously wouldn't be as loud either way in the Dome or Death Valley. But I mean, I agree with Madge about the night game. If it's a day game, it's gonna be a
Stinker.
snore fest. Yeah, it's gonna be a snore fest. But the night game, I think either one would be insane. I like that.
One of my favorite places to be is in that stadium for a night game. I'm not gonna lie.
Definitely
Never
big
felt
time.
better in my life.
I'm just waiting for. I hope that the Saints are it, man. For a team to just say, "Fuck COVID. COVID's a lie. We're just gonna pack these seats and intimidate the shit out of every opposing team that comes in here." And I hope it's the Saints. That'd be sick.
You would
How long
hope
do you
that
think
if
it'll-
playoffs happen and we somehow have home field advantage, that fucking fans would be in the stadium. I'll say that much.
Fans would break down doors to be in that stadium. Like no laws could keep fans out of that stadium. I will be in that stadium.
We could play that game at UNC
I'll be a super
Stadium and
spreader.
have fans there. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I'll be a super spreader. Like I do not care. I'll be in that game.
So much. No, actually, I said I would never be in that dome for a playoff game ever again, and I mean it. I was.
See, y'all
Say a lot of things. We're mad,
I
but
mean it. I think I
y'all
mean
were
it.
the dumb ones that year, man. I have to give myself a lot of credit that year because I went to only the Eagles playoff game. Y'all went to the Rams too. I only went to the Eagles. So the last one I
I'm dumb
remember.
for going to an NFC championship.
No.
We're super
The
bad.
last thing I remember
Those
is
are dumb.
pure. The last thing I remember is pure bliss. Just stand up and get crunk everywhere. Not no
That
throwing
Eagles
flags.
game-
No, absolutely not. Yeah, dude,
That
the
Eagles
Eagles
game was
game
terrible,
was.
too.
It was, but it was so much fun because it was
It was electric.
close the entire game.
That should have been like our warning sign to not buy tickets the next week for the Rams game because that Eagles
what I'm
game
saying.
was terrible.
I didn't buy tickets the next week.
I don't remember who I even went with. I was just so not coherent and then just so incredibly depressed.
Never been
Like
so
that's all I
sad.
remember. That's all I remember is
I'm not
crying.
exaggerating at all. That
That's the only thing I remember.
Vikings last year, I have never been so sad and emotionless in my life.
Dude, Vikings game last year. I was at Big Poppy Lou's cabin, and we were watching the game. Saints lost, and I immediately, without saying anything, got up from the living room, walked into my room, packed my entire bag, brought it to my car, and dipped. I was fucking on another, like I was not in a good place mentally. Like I was not happy, dude. And as soon as the game, I still blame it on this. It was not talked about nearly enough. It's because all year long, we wore all black in the dome, just crushing souls, dude, tearing people's hearts out. All black in the dome. Yeah. Playoffs, first game, home field advantage. Let's wear white. Who does that? Who does that? Like, we deserve to lose that game. As soon as the game started, I said, we're wearing white, we're going to lose. I swear to God, those words came out of my mouth.
That wasn't our color rush, was it? It was just our white. Yeah.
Not even the color rush. If you're
Was it
gonna
white
do
and
it,
black
Right. If
pants?
you're gonna
Was it
go
white
white,
and
you
black
gotta go
pants?
color.
yes, white and black pants. It was like,
I'm gonna put together.
no,
a
it might have
mon-
been all white.
Ooh.
I don't know.
No. It couldn't have been.
I knew
all
we had
not
white
for the playoff
tops.
It was black pants, I think. And I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put this upon myself. I'm gonna put together a montage of all of our just horrible playoff plays, how we just lost terribly, and I guarantee you, 100% of them are white shirts and black pants.
I just started thinking
I
about
think the Marshawn run
Yeah, it's
in
like starting
Seattle.
to get withdrawals.
Oh my
Let's just
God.
start there. White pants. I mean,
Well,
white shirt,
it's-
black pants.
Typically because they're away games.
Yes. I think San
And
Fran, we were
we
definitely
suck
wearing
on the
white
road.
jerseys. I don't remember if it was black
Seattle
pants or
was
black
definitely white jerseys. I remember that.
Yeah.
pants.
Because it's road games. We're a different team on the road. Everybody knows that. I think we understand that as well as fans. But I just don't understand. Like, that move made no sense to me, and I've been salty about that since that game, honestly. And it wasn't
Go
talked
the
about
all
nearly
white.
enough.
We have control over it. Even if we're the
Yeah.
away team, home team,
It
doesn't
just
matter.
it just really sucks that we're a part of every other NFC team's playoff montage. Like at least one of
Greatest
our-
play
Yeah,
in
dude,
franchise's history.
like
Those
Vernon
people that
Davis.
still watch those highlights to
The
this
Saints-
day. Like,
Just Saints players forgetting how to tackle. Like, that's usually how it is.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And we're excited about this team. That's what we're on. I think I might be on a slander the Saints mood right
Hold
now.
on. Spin zone. Okay,
And
we
people
haven't
come across me.
this
across
season.
me.
This season we do not look great. The
look like shit.
couple seasons we looked great.
fantastic.
Now is this the season that we get it all together and actually
Right.
win?
Well,
See what
dude,
I'm
didn't you
saying?
Probably
see?
not.
Didn't you see? ESPN said that we have to start Jameis for the next.
Oh,
5
get
games
the
so he
fuck
can
outta
rest
here,
his arm. So let's get our quarterback who's not playing well right now. Let's take him out of a rhythm. Let's just sit him
and then
for
bring him back.
not 1, not 2, 5 games, and then with Jameis Winston at quarterback.
How many games are left in the season? 12? We're going to sit Drew Brees for 12 games, and then
Let's
we'll
just
bring
plug
him
him
back.
back in December, right when we're working up to get to the playoffs. It'll be like he never left, baby.
How long
Back
does
to
it take for
throwing
HGH to
little
kick in?
Brees. Yeah, if
That'd
we're
be
sitting
pretty
there,
nice.
he better be on the juice.
Stretch more, dude.
Did y'all see that
I'm not-
picture of Peyton Manning on the beach?
No.
So shredded.
Jesus Christ!
Shredded, dude.
Looks like he was in a
He's hoss.
P90X fucking commercial, dude. He was
Hoss.
ripped.
Yeah, man. It's fucking awesome. I love that shit.
That's just
to
all
be
hard work.
honest. Yeah. No
All
steroids
hard
or
work.
nothing. Drew
No
needs to get off
slapping his dick on
steroids,
the
dude.
trainer's forehead or anything. It's just all hard work.
Definitely not.
Instead, he's building hospitals and shit named after himself. Get your arm together, Drew. The
Yeah,
fuck,
Drew.
man.
Fucking arm
Drew's worried
together,
about
Drew.
making political statements and shit, dude. Just throw the ball more than 10 yards. That's all we care about. Like, all that shit's in the past
look,
now.
Okay, we're not
People
gonna
like you, people don't like you.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit.
We'll pump the
Drew's
brakes
just
on
throwing
that.
the ball down the field a little bit. All right.
Are we not-
Nobody's blowing up my timeline about how he's throwing the ball more than 15 yards now.
Are we forgetting about how on the game Monday night when we were watching it together, Drew dropped back and literally looked like if you weren't like watching where the ball went, it looked like he threw the ball 75 yards down the field. He threw it 5 yards. from like the hash mark
I
to the
don't care what it
sideline.
looks like, man.
It was
Did the ball
5
get
yards,
did the
dude.
ball
It
get to the
looked like
receiver or not? Did the ball
he
get to
put
the
his
receiver or
entire
not?
body into it. It
That's
was
the
sad.
prettiest.
It was
That's the
sad to
prettiest
watch.
13-yard throw you'll ever see. Doesn't
Did
matter.
the ball get to the receiver?
It
or
wasn't
love
not?
how-
Did
it
he
was
catch the
5
ball?
yards.
I love how we
Catch the
went
ball.
from seeing how great it would be for the Saints to be in a Death Valley at night to just completely shitting on Drew Brees' shoulder and arm again. I absolutely love it.
Look, man, see, he's in a bad mood. The Saints
Like I
won
said,
Monday night.
dude.
The Saints won against a good Chargers football team Monday night. That
A
team's
good
better than their
1-4
record.
Chargers
That
football
team's.
team.
I'm saying it
dude.
before you say shit.
Rookie
That team's better
quarterback.
than their record.
Monday Night
Yo,
Football.
you
outperforming
you
all of
watch
Drew
yourself.
Brees.
You watch yourself. Herbert is a fucking
A
beast.
Yeah, I
bear.
know he is. I get that. I understand that. That's no excuse for us looking like dog shit. Whole team looked like dog shit. Look, all I'm gonna
That's
say
true.
is I love the Saints. If we start winning, I'm gonna completely forget about all this. But we look like shit right now, and I'm not gonna sit on this podcast using my platform to all of 87 people that follow us on Twitter and lie to these people and say
Shout
that
out
we look good.
followers.
We look like shit. We look terrible, and that's okay. It's not really okay. It makes me want to like jump off a bridge, but we need to turn that shit around. Defense is playing like dog shit. Michael Thomas is punching people in the face. Probably deserves to get knocked out. Like, we're just not looking good right now. Drew looks old, and I love Drew Brees. First jersey, not first jersey. We'll call it that. Nobody knows. First jersey I ever wore, like besides my own. But Drew looks like shit right now, and he needs to pick that
Somebody
shit up.
buy it for you the week we won the Super Bowl.
Wait, what? The week we won the Super Bowl?
Man,
No,
I don't like the shit that you're saying right now. Okay.
I mean, though,
I-
we look terrible.
I
and it
don't
needs
like
to
the
change.
vibe.
If it doesn't, we're not going to
Saints
do
wins are
shit.
never pretty. Saints wins are never pretty.
They're not.
Eh,
They're not wrong.
last year
Nah.
they were kind of pretty. You know, and the year
They were
before
fucking jerks
they were
sometimes.
kind of pretty.
Sometimes.
I don't know.
I don't know. Drew just looks like shit. That's the one I'm going to make. I'm not going to continue to
I
defend Drew Brees.
I think I am more disappointed in Marshawn Lattimore and Cameron Jordan this year than I am with Drew Brees. I think they haven't lived up to 25% of what they could
Yeah.
be this year. This was supposed to be, I mean, Cameron Jordan did have a great couple past years, but this was supposed to be Cameron Jordan's, like, his statement year. And he's been disappointing, to say the least. I mean, I know we have some dogs on D-line, Hendrickson, but, I mean, and Lattimore. Like,
Davenport's back.
Lattimore just doesn't look like in it anymore. Like, he just doesn't look like he's really
doesn't look like-
interested.
He doesn't look like he's in a contract year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Definitely does not.
Dude's picking his. I don't know how we're gonna pay him. I don't know how those contract talks are gonna go. I don't even want to think about it because obviously he's gonna ask for fucking top corner money, probably top.
He is, and we're not going to pay him, and then he's going to go to another team and be a
Like
fucking
that.
shutdown corner. Like, that's exactly what's going to happen. And
And
it
it's going to
sucks.
be another
I feel like
NFC team.
historically, I don't really have numbers to back this up or anything. I feel like paying corners has not worked out recently. Am I wrong?
Jalen Ramsey's fucking shoving shit. And he
But
just
even
got
when he
paid
went to the Rams, he didn't have that great of a season when he joined the Rams last year.
last year, but this year he's shoving shit.
He's-
Yeah,
He's back.
I don't think he fully got acclimated to the Rams last
Yeah,
year.
it's a new
Now-
team, man.
Yeah, now that I
Yeah.
think he's kind of in it. I mean, I think he's gotten a lot better with that team, but I mean, like the Ravens corners, I mean, they've always been good. Their safeties have always been good, but they're not really known for getting those absurd contracts either. Ravens have
Yeah, I'm talking top money. Like,
Yeah.
It's a system, dude. I don't know. My thing with Marshawn is just, like, I think it definitely comes with, like, a sense of being comfortable just because he has that leverage of saying, like, if y'all don't pay me, y'all have nobody. Like, none of our defensive backs are worth a shit. And I get it. Like, I like some of them, but if, like, our best fucking DB is Janoris Jenkins, then we're struggling.
we'll
Like,
draft Stingley.
I mean, I'd love that. That'd be awesome. But I also, like, would love for the Saints to have two good corners. I feel like I haven't seen that in my entire fucking lifetime, it feels like. But that'd be nice to have. And I just think, like, Marshawn has obviously shown that he can be that guy. I don't know why he turns it off and on so much. I wish he'd just keep it on, obviously. But I know 100%, like without a doubt, that if we do not pay him, he's going to go to another team and be that fucking guy and just shut down everybody he faces. And I mean, y'all talked about it before. He shows up against the best receivers, which is what you want. But it's like you can't have fucking Allen Lazard or whoever the fuck like cutting up on you like that. That shit don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
That's the world
while I
we
got
live
the
in.
mic, no, like we'll keep talking about it. I was gonna say, while I got the mic, I'm not completely ribbing on Drew because I obviously like I see everybody saying that. Like everybody, anytime somebody criticizes Drew, you just have a bunch of people in this mention. It's like, I love Drew Brees. I love everything he did for this city. I'm gonna ride him out. Blah blah blah. It's like, all right, dude, shut the fuck up. Like we know we love Drew too, but that doesn't change the fact that he sucks right now and he needs to get his shit together. Also, I'm getting real sick and tired of Taysom Hill. I won't go further than that because I know a lot of people love him, but I'm getting sick and tired of him. But Drew needs to step his shit up, and I will call him out on that. He's one of the best of all time. He needs to be held to that standard. If he can't play at that standard, he needs to make adjustments. If he can't make those adjustments, then we got to move on because this is a Super Bowl roster, and this is probably the best roster we've had in some time, and our team's not playing like it right now, and we need to fucking change that. That's all I'm saying. Not going to keep defending him until he starts cutting up again, and then I will defend him gladly.
I'll give my piece. I just want to. I don't think Drew Brees should be expected to be in these shootout games anymore. Defense is.
You should not. That's why I said adjust.
We kind of built the defense to be able to hold teams a little bit, and it's not happening.
Nope.
Drew's being forced into these situations where he has to throw it every single snap, which is not ideal. Obviously, I'm not going to rant about it, but that's how I feel.
I think a lot of it right now especially this season, it's been the past couple seasons that you could put it in question, but Sean Payton's play calling has not been ideal the past couple years. Like how he's using Taysom this year is ludicrous. Like it's so predictable. It's not even funny. You could say he's setting up a pass trick play or whatever with Taysom, but people are gonna see that fucking coming from a mile away, dude. Like he's a quarterback for a reason. I mean, obviously he has an arm, but like the way we're using him, the way we're calling plays for Drew whenever our running game is just unfucking stoppable in like the second and third quarter, we're literally wearing down defenses, and then we decide to throw the ball 3 times and call play actions and rely on Drew's arm. It's not 2010 anymore. It's not even. I mean, it's not 2015 anymore. Obviously, like we need to adjust. Like we have 2 of the best. Or we have honestly one of the best 1-2 punches for running backs in the game. Latavius Murray, Alvin Kamara. Like, it's just the best mix for backs that you can think of in the game right now. And the way we're using them, we need to keep riding them. Like, we have to. Our offensive line run game is crazy right now. We got to keep fucking just smashing teams in the mouth and just let Drew do his thing on, like, those third downs where we need those slants or those accurate passes to these wide receivers that can get us first downs. But as far as just our offense, we need to just fucking run the ball all day.
Yeah, I was talking to Maj about this when we were watching the game on Monday. Like, kind of to touch on what I said about Taysom. Like, Taysom pissing me off. I like Taysom. Like, I think he's a very good wrench to have in your offense. I'll just say this: he should never, ever, ever be a starting quarterback at any point. Like, because we put that dude in to throw passes, and he will miss like wide open ass people down the field and just run the ball. Which I get it. Like, he wants to be a runner. That's fine. He doesn't need to be a quarterback. He does not read like a quarterback should. And I I'm so against him ever being our starter. But my real issue with him is just the fact that, like, there's a point last game where he had more touches than AK. And it's like, why are we paying AK this much? I get it, like, Sean Payton has a hard-on for Taysom, but why are we paying AK this much money and still, like, I feel not using him enough? Like, even when we use him a lot and he gets, like, 18, 20 touches a game, that's fine. the way running backs are in the NFL right now, dude, and I get it, it's still early in the season. It might develop into this. And I love Latavius. I think we should use Latavius more too. But AK needs to be getting like Joe Mixon type touches, like 25 plus touches a game. Like that dude is our offense, especially with Mike Thomas out. We should not be doing anything besides going through him. And the fact that Sean doesn't call that when it seems so obvious, and like it is obvious, defense are gonna game plan for that. And that's whenever you say, okay, well, we still have Drew Brees, an aging Drew Brees, but he's still Drew Brees. We have Emmanuel Sanders. We have Taysom Hill. We can use these other options. But in the meantime, fucking run, do everything through Alvin. And, like, I don't understand why it feels like Sean overthinks that. But it's just frustrating to watch Saints games. And, we have way too much talent to be making it look this complicated. And I don't know.
I'm gonna say this.
It's getting hard to defend it, constantly.
I'm going to say this. As we're sitting here and hating on the offense a whole lot, I went and looked up all the Saints scores. There's one game where we scored less than 30 points.
We're putting up points. But it's just it's a hassle to get to that point. Defense sucks, and I get it. Defense is very much so to blame. Defense is very much so to blame.
We can't get a single stop on third down. The other team should just be playing on third down the entire game because they'll just move the ball right down the fucking field. I'm not going to go on a rant about the Saints, but I mean, defense has got to show up. And, I mean, we have upcoming games, Panthers. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater's having a season, but we should be able to keep them low scoring.
I think Teddy's going to come at us with a vengeance, bro.
Who cares?
I'm nervous about that game.
There's no excuse. It's fucking Teddy Bridgewater. If we want to win a Super Bowl, we should be able to beat the Panthers.
I completely agree. I don't think it's that easy.
Not that good.
To your 30-point thing, I was just gonna say, I mean, I know we played the Bucks, but we played the Raiders, we've played the Chargers.
That's the only game we didn't score more than 30 points.
And we've played the Packers. We haven't played great defenses yet. I mean, we should be able to score 30-plus points.
Great defenses
don't
allow 30-plus points.
That's a great defense.
No, I know.
The defenses usually don't allow that. I get what you're saying, though.
I don't think offense is the problem. Defense should be able to stay off the field. Every single drive that they defended, the other team drives on the entire fucking field. Drew just have no time to get into a rhythm or anything. It's ridiculous.
I don't think offense is the problem, per se. It's obviously defense. I understand that, too. But, we should put up 30 points. Drew is a Hall of Fame quarterback. We have enough talent on that roster. We should put up 30 points at least.
We should.
And I get that. And defense needs to hold people, but it's just also I don't believe Drew is the team's problem. I'm not saying bench Drew and bring in somebody else. When I get pissed off, I fucking say bring in Jameis because it's funny and I'd love to see Jameis for some reason. But Drew's not the team's problem. There is things. He looks old. He looks very fucking old. I'm not sitting
here saying Drew's going for MVP right now, but the thing is the defense changes the way that we can run our offense. You say that AK should get 25 touches. We can't run the ball that much every game.
I don't even want him to run the ball like that.
Game. We can't do that. Defense has got to show up for us so you can be able to come out and somewhat run a game plan. They really do.
Touche. My main point was just that I don't want to sit up here and continue to defend it, act like nothing's wrong. There's very clearly issues with this team, and I'm everybody knows that. They fucking know that, but it needs to get fixed. I hope it does because this is a Super Bowl caliber team, and we are not playing like it. We're playing like we're going to get smacked up by any team that's competent. So,
luckily we have a bye week coming up, so. That's
big.
I think it's perfect timing. We actually got to sneak in a win right before the bye week that we probably shouldn't have gotten.
Definitely should
get things right. Defense got to get their shit right. Hopefully, we have some injuries heal up. I know
Michael Thomas is playing next week, or
Michael Thomas
the
is
next
coming
game.
Back, confirmed.
It should help a little bit, but I mean.
All right. I'm sorry. Continue. I just got another.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Rambling, dude.
Say what you gotta say, brother.
Also, just saying, as as big of an overreaction we just made about the offense, fucking Michael Thomas isn't even playing. So, It's hard not to get caught
are
up.
melting down. Like,
I
Dude, we
get
look
that.
bad.
I get
And like I
that
said,
too,
it's
but like
mostly
we
Drew.
can't use
Drew
that as
looks
a
not good.
we can't use that as an excuse though. Like the Packers,
offense,
our
we
we
$100
can't-
can't
million wide receiver. I'd hope
we
he's making
can't-
that kind of an
Offense, we
impact on the
definitely
offense.
we can't though. Look at what the Packers are doing without Devontae Adams.
And Rodgers is way better than Drew Brees.
I understand.
right
I
now.
understand, but they're
That's
skill
stung to
players.
hear.
But
We'll
their
move on from
their
that.
skill players are not nearly as good as our skill players that we have around Drew Brees.
Talking
We
about
still
it,
have.
Robert Tonyan.
Get the fuck out of here. We still got Jared Cook. We still got Emmanuel
Hating on Alan
Sanders.
Lazard.
Like, come on. Yeah, dude. Like Scantling.
Marquez Valdez.
Yeah,
Scantling.
obviously, like
Okay,
$100
just
million
because they don't
guy.
have cool names doesn't mean they're not good football
I know.
players.
I mean, I think they're awesome football players. They made it to the NFL. They're just
I
not
get
as
your
good as
point with
our
that.
football players.
I get your point with that. And that's kind of where my criticism of Drew comes from. Like, we still do have enough talent on this roster to be good. But, I mean, 30 points a game is nothing to slide chat. But he just looks bad on the process of getting there. But when Mike
I
comes
just don't
back,
think our offense is losing us games. I think the defense is losing.
it's not. I mean, it don't matter. It's very hard to fucking win games when you're giving up 35 points a game or however many points we have enough. Like, it's not a recipe for a good
We're
season,
very talented on defense. You can go
which is infuriating.
by each position group. You can name 2-3 studs.
We kind of touched on it, but I mean, if y'all are GM in the Saints, do y'all pay Marshawn?
Mm,
I pay Hendrickson before I pay Marshawn.
'Cause I'm trying to add to the question. I know we would lose one offensive lineman. I can't remember which one.
we'd probably have to choose between Ramchick and Lattimore, and I'm willing.
Ramchick. Here we go. Yeah, who do you make?
100% I'm choosing Ramchick. I think having a strong offensive line is like the most important thing.
Critical.
If you have a strong cornerback, you can kind of like he's just defending one half of the defense, and to pay that type of money to one half of your defense, if even that, I mean, it's not like he's controlling that much. I don't know, man. I think having a right tackle that's way too important.
I would have much rather saved our money on fucking Malcolm Jenkins and Andrews Pete.
Oh my god.
Andrews Pete was just the most like. Nothing pissed me off more than Saints riders fucking defending it after it happened too. Like they all knew that they didn't want to see that shit happen, and then right when they're happening, we were like, "Oh well, I mean, it's good to have a steady left guard." It's like steady left guard. This dude can't finish a fucking season.
Dude,
What
I
are
was
you
laughing
talking about?
I was laughing so
What is he
hard last
doing?
week. I saw one of the guys that follows us. No disrespect. I appreciate you following the pod.
All disrespect.
But he was like, "Oh yeah," and to add to the positive news, Andrews Pete is active for tonight. I was like, "Fuck, that's not good."
Maybe this is the time he strings it all together, man. Maybe this is the time he strings it all together.
Yeah, this is it.
Like
This is the one.
Andrews Pete just looks sad. Like, do you see pictures of him now? He knows he's fucking terrible. Like,
Oh, he knows.
he used to at least kind of somewhat keep up with himself. He needs a fucking haircut. Like, he just looks sad. He mopes around all the time.
He made millions of dollars and don't have a lineup.
He's sad. He's so bad. He's so fucking bad. And he didn't show up during the playoffs either, which, like, right then and there, I'm just like, all right, there's no way that we pay him. There's no way that we pay him. And we just hand him
Bag season.
money.
I need to bring up another topic because we need to get off the Saints. Not off the Saints, but like off football for a second. I got a question for you guys. It may not be a good one, but how the fuck does Gayle Benson not have a security guard?
Yeah, is she just driving around by herself?
Or a driver? Like,
Oh,
what?
Man, that shit, bro.
She's a woman of the people. That's why.
I mean, I get it.
Who
I
in
clicked
New
on the
Orleans
article.
is gonna rob Gayle Benson?
I don't think
Sorry.
you knew. There's no way you knew. There's no way. There's
The
no
dude
way.
jumped out-
There's
I think the dude
no
jumped out of
way.
the car. Didn't the dude jump out of the car? It said attempted robbery.
Yeah, it said she screamed
I think
Respect that.
when he
I
got
think
in the
he
car.
turned and was like,
Respect.
This is Gayle.
and then
This
just
is the
jumped
mayor
out.
of
Gayle?
yeah.
Gayle?
This is
What you doing in here, ma?
My bad, girl. Just dips.
Miss Mayor.
That's a case of respect.
What if he just hopped in and kicked back? He's like, where we going, Gayle?
Gayle Benson would be a hell of a sugar mama. It might have been what he was trying to do.
ran into her one
Good
time and I was
life.
just starstruck. I really missed out on my chance.
A beautiful woman, man. Just a wonderful heart. She cares a lot about New Orleans, man. Love that woman. I
She'll
want her to
throw her
be
money
like
all
my
over the
second
place.
mom. Yeah. Maybe my first mom. Don't tell Ray Lynn. I want to be.
She listens.
You don't see anybody trying to rob Jeannie Buss, do you? Ugh.
Ugh.
Probably. They're probably trying to holler at her. Speaking of good looking women. Stop. I don't even know what Jeannie Buss looks like. I know
I
her
don't know
Twitter
what Jeannie-
habit is like her naked. I don't know what she looks like
What?
currently.
Yeah.
Her Twitter
Yeah,
habit
you
is
haven't
like
seen
her
her
naked
yet?
with a basketball. Yeah. I don't know what she
Yeah.
currently looks like. It looks like an old
You gotta
picture.
look it up. Look it up.
About to get on Twitter.
It's a pretty fire picture.
Found out what I'm doing tonight.
How you spell Jeannie?
Jean,
J.
literally like jean that you wear.
Is it a
Follow
J
along,
or is it a
listeners.
G?
Everybody go look at Jeannie Buss's Twitter, Abby.
Yeah, go look up Jeannie Buss. She looks like ooh. All right, she's not.
What?
Terrible.
She is.
In her
She's got-
Twitter picture, yes, that's what I'm
She's
talking
got
about.
2 basketballs as her knockers. What the fuck?
All right, some pictures she looks all right. Some, yeah, okay, I see the appeal.
What?
You're looking
I mean,
at the picture. I was
as
telling you, I was
a woman
catfished.
holding the position that she's holding.
How do we
Powerful.
turn to this? This is very misogynistic of us.
I mean,
I'm ashamed of our podcast.
I was just talking about a powerful woman.
we were saying
From Gayle
congratulations.
Benson getting robbed to Jeannie Buss's knock.
This is our congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, congrats, Lakers, y'all
Already
won.
congratulated.
No,
them
no,
three
no,
times.
no,
I'm
no,
tired
for
of it.
having-
I'm tired
for-
of it.
For having a hot owner, not for the championship.
I'm gonna give
Fake
my hater.
champion,
I'm
yeah.
gonna give my hater opinion of the episode. This is what I'm.
I just wanted to bring up the Lakers.
Alright. So like this is the shit that's annoying me the most about their championship. All right, how like the moment that they won the championship, I have people texting me. I have people
respect.
all over on my Twitter line going, "Oh, LeBron's the goat. LeBron's the goat." How? I'm gonna ask y'all a question before I go on a rant. Is this LeBron's like greatest achievement? Is winning the championship?
Apparently so. With the,
No, it's not.
apparently so.
So how, like, at this moment you decided, like, he's the greatest basketball player of all time. He beat an injured 5 seed from the East. How is that, like, the moment that you just flipped your switch and you're like, yep, he's the GOAT. There's no argument to it. How?
Well, it's
He's
easy
had way
to
more
talk.
impressive accomplishments than this. Way
It's
more.
easy
If I
to
didn't
talk
think that he was
about-
the GOAT before, why would this change my mind?
It's easy to talk about the injured 5 seed, but what you're not considering is the fact that Kobe Bryant died.
Yeah, I was just about to
What
say
you're
that.
also not considering is the fact that there was issues with China this year and coronavirus, and
it's his 17th.
And they
year
had a
in the
mentally
NBA.
handicapped.
we don't even need to mention his
coach.
17th year anymore. The fact that he's 35-year-old father of 2, everybody knows that.
He might
It's
be the second
admirable.
best player on his team. He might be the second best player on his team.
AD
how
still
is this
deserved
the
that
I'm not
MVP.
gonna admit that.
I got robbed of that fucking MVP AD future, and I want my fucking money back. That's horseshit.
How is
AD
this the
averaged
championship?
32.
How is this the championship that I'm supposed to change my fucking mind and be like, all right, guys, you got me. You got me. He's the GOAT.
What I don't understand is at the beginning of this thing, he
You
put
won
out a
4,
thing. He
dude.
put out something on Instagram or Twitter, whatever it was, saying that, oh, this season just ain't the same without fans in the stadium. this just ain't the year or something like that. Like some bullshit about no fans, it being different and all this stuff. And now it's so well deserved,
You're full
and
of
it's
shit,
it's
LeBron.
it's the best championship, best accomplishment. Get the fuck out of here! And then the cigar after the game was just icing
right.
on the cake for
Oh.
no.
Oh.
You had your piece with Drake
Fuck
last
you.
week. Let me have
Fuck
my
you.
time.
Fuck
You
you.
had your piece with Drake. Let me have
Fuck.
my time. The
Even
cigar after the game, FaceTiming his mom. That's so Michael Jordan. It's not even funny. Get the fuck out of my
Beat the
face. I
motherfucking-
watched. Go ahead.
Beat the Nets and you'll get my respect, LeBron.
I watched The Last Dance
and
all
you get my
night
respect.
after that championship. I watched every episode of The Last Dance after that championship just to remind myself, of who the real fucking GOAT is. John
I'm gonna
Paxson.
gain favoritism amongst all of our listeners right now because
You
everybody
lost it
and their
last
mama
week.
seems. I did, but I'm trying to. This is my path of redemption right now. But do y'all expect him to not be excited about winning an NBA Finals?
Well, I didn't go against anything like that.
Well, I'm talking about old Wilcox right there talking about he smoked a cigar. He called his mom.
No, no,
You just won an
no,
NBA Finals, bro.
no. It was in the fashion that he did it. Don't even get me
It's
started.
all for sure.
Mike's his idol. Michael Jordan is his idol. First off, that should be the only fucking point necessary in the GOAT debate. Y'all thinks that the real GOAT is the GOAT, or that is his idol. I don't know how the fuck I worded that just now.
Who was Michael Jordan's idol? Himself.
I go myself. But that's the thing, though. Like, do you expect LeBron not to be excited about winning the finals? Because I get it. Like, I understand it is annoying, and I also agree with it because it's LeBron, and I wish that they wouldn't have won because I'm literally just eating crow because we were gassing up the Lakers all year. Goddamn Clippers. But, I mean, at the same time, if any other team won, they'd be celebrating just as hard. So be fair. Be fair with your hatred. Be fair with your hatred. Jimmy Butler would have done
Act
some
like you've been there before,
shit.
at least. Act like you've been there before.
Who gets excited about winning a world championship? Is it even a world championship? They didn't
You know
play
what
games
MJ
from
did
other
after his
countries.
6th championship?
Went to the casino. Went to the casino.
Probably went and gambled with a lot of money and smoked a lot
Let
of
me ask
cigarettes.
you. Let me ask you this though. Why can't you just enjoy Drake's greatness?
Drake's not great. LeBron James is great.
People love hearing him, bro. He's the greatness of music. He makes music people want to hear.
I admit that. Hey, if you go listen back to our last podcast, even amongst my slander of Drake, I was saying, like, dude sells a lot of records. That's awesome for him. Good for him. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't change the fact that he's a simp. LeBron James is a wonderful basketball player. He's great. He's awesome to watch. Doesn't change the fact that he does a lot of shit that I don't like as a person. Yeah, I mean,
run by Sims.
But all I'm going to say is be fair with your hatred. I don't care for him very much either, but you do a championship, 6 months at Disney World in a bubble, trapped, forced to leave, not being an NBA championship against a hobbled Heat team, and a championship that many people put an asterisk by. Not disagreeing with any of those points, but he did win an NBA championship. If Pels won that, I'd still be.
Try going 10 minutes without being able to fucking puke because Utah fans poisoned your food and still dropping 38. I rest my case.
Not everybody's built like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
right. You're right.
Not everybody's built like
I'm
that.
not saying LeBron James is. Y'all are picking a fight. LeBron James is not my goat. I'm just saying.
Right.
Dude,
Nah, in all
NBA
seriousness,
championship.
congrats to the LA Fakers. We all love
Won't
it.
go
We
say
all
it.
see
Okay.
it. I mean,
Real shit. I will
they're
say
a great
this.
team.
Oh, my internet connection is unstable. That's wonderful to see. I will say this. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. It is awesome that they won it the year that passed. That is a cool story. I wish it wasn't an NBA bubble, but that's all we'll say praising the Lakers. I've done my fair share of praising them tonight. But rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Awesome that they won it. It's a good story. And now we will go back to hating LeBron James. And Anthony Davis, because fuck that guy too.
On this
I will
podcast,
not
you've
admit
hated
that
on
he's
Drew
better.
Brees, you've loved on LeBron. I
don't know who you
don't
are
know
anymore.
We
I've
might need to
changed.
we might need to
I've
replace you.
I got no idea
I
who
can't
you
go
are.
with all this. I
We
can't.
put the
All right,
Saints
let's-
bucket hat on. We'll change
you
the tone.
Can we replace it? Can we replace this guy? Go get your brother.
Yeah.
Brock's not happy with the Saints right now either. And he's a super fan. So that's all you need to hear. I look like Neo right now.
You do look like Neo. So you guys got any NFL locks for us this weekend? I don't want to talk on it, but I went 0-2 and y'all both won everything.
I absolutely dominated my locks to like the T last week. That's all I'll say. I didn't get my praise. My praise.
Yeah. So
I
I hope y'all have
can
something
make
good
some
for
locks
me this
right now.
weekend. I really need it.
Figure it out. Let me look into my crystal ball and figure this out for y'all.
Oh, you sent this man the picture.
I wanna
before
make
the
y'all
episode,
mine.
I did. I sent him the
take a
pics.
pic,
I
and he
sent him the
didn't take a
pics.
pic.
I got the pictures, bud.
Yeah,
I
you were supposed to
think-
take your pic before we started recording.
No,
I
I can't think
think-
like that. I just gotta scroll through.
I'm going to start with the easiest pick on the board for me. I have 3 locks this week. 3 locks.
All right.
First one is going to be, everybody get your notepad out. Everybody get your bank account ready. Minnesota Vikings -4.
Ooh,
There's no way
no possible
the Minnesota
way.
Vikings don't win this game by 10 or more points. Even with Dalvin Cook out. Madison is a beast. Doesn't
They just
matter.
fired Dan Quinn.
No,
Doesn't
it's
matter.
not. That's not who their head coach was.
Atlanta.
Brian.
Talking about Atlanta.
Oh, dude, I thought the Vikings were playing Texans. That was last week.
No.
Wow.
No.
Look at
No,
your,
that
your
is
picks, bro.
that is one of my locks, though. That is another one of my locks. I'll just go through them all real quick while these guys are just waiting here. I got Minnesota Vikings
I
-4.
got a spicy one.
I got the Tennessee Titans -3.5. I think everybody's gonna count them out because it's a short week. Titans are for real. Their defense is for real. Their offense is fucking amazing. When Tannehill's on, it's very hard to stop them. And then I also got the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cleveland Browns over 51 points.
Ooh.
I like that.
All right. So, since Wilcox,
You looked at me.
Touched
You
on
looked
this
at me
game.
when I said the Pittsburgh Steelers. I figured you were about to take something in that game.
so last week I was absolutely dominant. It made me consider starting betting because I literally nailed these picks to the T. So if you want to make money, listen to me.
We all know
I
how this
grab
goes,
it.
Wilcox.
It's gonna be terrible, but it's also gonna be accurate.
You have to
So-
stay humble, dude. You have to stay humble.
No shot.
You have
The way I nailed those picks last week, listen to the episode again and tell me I didn't nail those picks. Also,
In your
I put
credit,
my own
I
money.
did.
Also, I put my own money on the line. I said if the New York Football Giants did not cover against the Dallas Cowboys, I'd Venmo every single person that retweeted the link to the podcast would get $5.
4 people.
Yes. That was a
That's
lot of money on the line.
$20. That's
a lot of
hard-earned money.
That's a lot of scratch.
$20.
That's my
$20.
money. That's my money. I don't have to do that, but I do that for the fans.
The
I
same
don't
money
know.
that he was bragging about making today on Twitter, everybody. I
That's
should
great.
just
I have
$20 you.
money. It's okay. I make a lot of money. But all I'll say is I'm not entirely sure if I'll put my own money up again this week. If throughout this conversation something takes me away and the spirit takes me to a different place, I might put my own money up again. But all I'm going to say is Cleveland Browns are going to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Are you
Cleveland
call? Wait.
Browns
This is a
going to
very.
beat the
This
Pittsburgh
is
Steelers.
this is a very important pick here because are you taking them money line or are you taking them +3.5? This is a huge pick. Choose wisely.
Plus 3.5.
All right,
Put
I'll
my
give
money
you.
on it.
I'll give you
Dude,
the
you
3.5.
just made a guarantee. You can't put your money where your mouth is.
I'll put my money on it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Also, consider towards stinker games. Carolina Panthers are going to beat the Chicago Bears, but I'm definitely going to go over in that game. I think this is a big-time Nick Foles game. I think he finally shows up, and I'm just going to probably stop right there. But I keep looking at games, and I keep seeing victory in my future. So let me try to find one more game.
I couldn't
Oof.
believe that spread was as close as it was. I think the Carolina Panthers are still being disrespected, to be honest. I think they're a way better football team than people give them credit for. I would have gave them 3.5 at the beginning of this, to be honest, like whenever it came out. I'd have gave them 3.5, maybe 4, whenever it came out. But I don't know. Who knows? Bears defense
Carolina's
might
legit.
show up. I think they are too. Mike Davis is He looks unbelievable. I mean, filling in for Christian McCaffrey's not easy, and he's doing it well.
We're gonna have to come back to Mike Davis after, because I guess we're talking about bets right now. But so I got Cleveland covering against Steelers.
Wait, hold on.
Actually, hold on. I'm going money line. Cleveland
okay, I'm gonna put this in our notes here, so I take
put it in.
So I take it.
Cleveland money line over Steelers, and then I got Carolina over Chicago.
Money line?
Actually, I don't know about that game. I might backtrack from that game. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I was trying to sound overly confident, and I had picked Chicago to win that game. And whenever I went to it after making my hell of an announcement, Cleveland over Pittsburgh, I meant to say Chicago, and I said Ca, so I just went ahead with Carolina Panthers. So I might have to stop that. Fuck it, put me down for Carolina Panthers. Teddy,
Yeah,
I'll ride with Teddy.
That's a destiny pick.
Yeah, I'll ride with Teddy. That's fine.
That's a destiny pick.
So far you got Cleveland money line, Carolina money line. I got the Vikings money. I'm logging in.
Are we giving three? Or
no,
two?
I gave 3. I mean, you can follow the Mortal Lock King, but you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm 4-1, by the way.
Okay.
Last one. Considering I kind of bet on 2 weird games, I'm gonna bet on another weird game. Green Bay's beating Tampa Bay, money line. Money line exclusives.
I agree with that. I think
fuck covering. Fraudulent.
Tampa Bay's getting like too much respect. I don't think they've earned that respect yet. They just lost to the Bears. So I don't think the Bears are really that good. All right. Well, my one pick. I'm just gonna give one that feels like it's too easy, so it's probably going to be wrong, but it just feels way too easy. I'm taking the over in the Texans game. I don't know who's going to play defense that game. That's my only point.
Titans defense looked legit last game against a nice Bills offense.
But you're forgetting
shooting themselves in the foot a little bit too.
You're forgetting Vrabel playing against the AFC East team. I mean,
Deshaun's
come
nice.
on.
I mean, he's going to put
Deshaun is nice.
Texans still don't have a defense, and then I mean, I don't. It doesn't make sense why the Titans don't have a decent defense this year, but that's just what it is. So I'm rolling with that pick.
I like these.
It's ravaging their team.
Everybody be on the lookout for a 7-0 Mortal Lock week from the Sports Suck podcast.
The week we do that, I'll take us all out to dinner.
No, it's going to be this week. Well, probably not because your Cleveland money line's a fucking stinker. But other than that, I mean...
Cleveland money line. Pittsburgh's bound to lose eventually. Cleveland's riding this wave. They're going to fucking crash and burn.
In Pittsburgh.
That's fine. They're going to crash and burn after this week, but this is their Super Bowl. This game is their Super Bowl.
I understand. Let me give you this stat
We're going to stomp on these dudes.
I heard this today. Let me give you this stat. Big Ben has not lost a home game to the Cleveland Browns in his fucking career.
Are there any home games during COVID, baby? Are there any home games during COVID?
Big Ben thinks so because he's
they're playing in Pittsburgh, but I'm not sure.
Wacko.
Is it a home game? I didn't even look at that. I don't care. I saw Browns. I like Browns.
It's in Pittsburgh.
Don't give a shit. Double down on it.
I think the last time the Browns won in Pittsburgh, "Into Club" by 50 Cent was the #1 song on the charts.
Song still bangs. Play that while you lay the bet down. Can we play songs on? Can we play songs on our phone during the podcast?
Yeah.
Almost did that. I don't want to get sued.
Probably not.
Well, the corporate bigwigs that are listening to our podcast, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be paying the fine too, Mr. Big Money.
It'd be nothing to me.
I still want Blue Laces too. Like that's.
There's a lot of songs I'd love.
I know, but like
we're
that
gonna
one.
make that happen. I'm gonna talk to some people. We're gonna.
Guys, we need retweets on our tweets. Retweets on our tweets. Retweet the link out.
Oh wait, do we have?
We don't pander very much.
Do we have a sponsor announcement? Are we gonna announce that now?
Not yet.
It's not yet. It's not in the books. Well, I'll talk to him more over a bottle of vino tonight. Get that commitment out of him.
He's gonna find a parlor in Lafayette. Everybody go get a haircut.
Yeah, go get a haircut, man. If you ever find yourself out in Lafayette for some ungodly reason, They got really good boudin out there, but when you're getting that sweet, sweet boudin, go get yourself a fresh fade. Refined oak parlor.
Go grab you
Drop
some
them off.
Paradise Park and some boudin.
Oh yeah,
Nothing
Local
better.
beers, some
and
cuts.
shit. I don't know if this is gonna be on YouTube, but dude can cut hair. It's pretty good at that. He does a decent job. I drive literally 2.5 hours to go get my hair cut. That's dedication. That's absurd by me, but dude gives a good haircut. He'll wash your hair out after. Hot shave now. Just incorporated that.
I'll be there.
We can all go, dude. We can all go one day. All three of us. He'd love
Yeah,
it.
I'm telling you, episode there. I got one question
do
for
that.
y'all, football related, real quick. Not really. Don't think in terms of like right now. Just think of in terms of longevity wise. Who you got as your MVP for the entire season going forward?
Aaron Rodgers.
He's on a
I think-
fuck
I
you
think
tour
I'd
for
have-
sure.
I think I'd have to agree with that. It has to be Aaron Rodgers right now.
Think so?
I do. Think
I will
so.
say Aaron Rodgers 1, Pat Mahomes 2, because the Chiefs getting Le'Veon, they could just honestly skull fuck every single team that they play against. And
I think there's no way Mahomes gets it 2 years in a row. In
I
my
think
own
they
opinion.
want
my
him
own
to get it
opinion.
2 years in a row.
I don't know.
They'd love for him to get it 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I think if Russ doesn't get it this year, then he got fucking dude. Russ is unbelievable this year. I mean, he's unbelievable
I mean, dude,
every
we're
year.
week
but like,
5.
I know, but like he's been playing out of his
6.
mind.
I agree, but a lot can happen. It's just predictions. I think, like I said, if
Also, I mean,
Chiefs start putting up 50 points on everybody, then yeah, I'd say Pat Mahomes probably
AK?
get it.
is he up
No
there?
shot.
No.
No
I
shot.
mean, he's got to be in discussions this last game. Didn't
He'll
really
be
do
like,
anything so much
third or
justice, but
fourth.
It's a
I mean, which is all you-
quarterback award. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't really.
It's all
think
you can
it
ask
should be
for as a
worthy.
running back.
It's really just a quarterback award.
He's definitely best running back in the league for sure, but
Yeah.
he's not going to win MVP. It'd be awesome if he did. I definitely think Aaron Rodgers, though. I think Aaron Rodgers is, like you said, on a fuck you tour, and I think he's on, like, he wants that award because people are calling him washed, and he's obviously not washed. Like, that dude throws dimes.
Yeah,
Shame.
drafting that quarterback, Love was definitely
Yeah.
like.
Absurd.
I mean,
at the
I
same
get
time,
it.
That could be their favorite in 15 years.
Yeah,
whenever
I was
Aaron
about to say
Rodgers retires.
I get it for sure. I get drafting him, but like the timing of it and like the Aaron Rodgers is definitely not washed portion
Yeah.
of that argument is like
Maybe that's what they wanted.
yeah.
Maybe that's what they wanted out of him to push him to get to
Think
that
so.
point.
He by the
It's
way,
a shame.
oh go ahead, my bad.
I was just gonna say another thing that I'm probably gonna hate. Before everybody started like comparing Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees, and as a New Orleanian, like I was forced to pick a side, which is obviously Drew Brees. I really did like Aaron Rodgers. So like I think about that a lot now. It's like why do I? Everybody hates this dude. I don't hate him as much as everybody else does because he is fucking nice. Like the throws he makes are I've seen him make some of the best throws I've ever seen in my entire life. Like he is
Really, no reason
awesome
to hate
watch.
him. He's just fucking
Yeah.
chilling all the time. He
Yeah,
doesn't really
and
care.
then the video of him after he hurt his knee on like Monday Night Football, and he went out. They thought his season was over, and they just loaded him up with Xanax. And they're interviewing him after the game, and he's like, "Well, my knee," and he's like,
It was my knee.
like that. That is a fucking phenomenal video. We need to tweet that video out. I have it saved on my phone. We would definitely tweet that out.
That might be the
but-
cover photo for this episode.
It needs to- well, my
Just
knee.
His
Like,
glassy eyes.
yeah, dude's just loaded. Like fucking
I was
throwing dimes.
I was just about to say whenever y'all said that he's just chilling all the time. I think that his silence is kind of what gets to people. Like the fact that he doesn't really talk to many like shows or whatever. But what I was gonna say before you
love
started.
that.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think that's where people get that like he's a douchebag. He's like this. He's that because he doesn't say anything. But I don't know if y'all seen like after the games, he'll go on the Pat McAfee show. Like Pat McAfee will interview him. That's like the only person he'll talk to, like podcast wise. And those are some of the best interviews. Like Aaron Rodgers is fucking hilarious. Like he doesn't care. and he curses on it and all that shit. It's uncensored. It's pretty funny, dude. It's if y'all haven't seen it, y'all definitely gotta go check it out.
I'll look at it. I mean, the dude, isn't he like married or is he dating or engaged to Danica Patrick? Or did they break up? I have no idea what's going on with his personal life, but he dated Danica Patrick, a wonderful woman.
I think they got divorced, if I'm not mistaken.
It's
I
tough.
think they were
But I
married.
mean,
But I mean, you were
still,
dating Danica Patrick.
he dated a
like,
NASCAR driver.
yeah, like
Bombshell NASCAR driver. That's a cool ass thing.
That's
I don't know what
fire.
I'm talking about now. I'm done slopping up Aaron Rodgers. I just wanted to say I don't hate Aaron Rodgers like everybody else does, and I think he's going to win MVP this year because he's very clearly on a fuck you tour.
Yeah.
My ending note, what I want to end on for myself is the Chiefs are about to fuck on every single team that they face the rest of the way. That loss to the Raiders, they're going to beat teams by an average of 27 points now, guaranteed.
You're not worried about the way they've looked?
Nope, not at all.
No, the way they looked when they played the Ravens is all I need to see.
I think when they play the Bills this week, it's going to say a whole lot.
I think that's going to be close for like the first quarter or the first
Bills
half.
are also coming off of a
I think
loss.
they're going to skull fuck the Bills. The Bills' defense looks suspect as shit, too, but I think they're going to skull fuck the Bills.
It's going to take the Chiefs defense one game to get back on track. And then once they get back on that, like once they just snap and they start playing like they did last year, it's going to be ugly for the rest of the league.
Agree.
I don't know, man. I don't think they look as good as they did last year. But, I mean, adding Le'Veon obviously is probably going to help. I don't know. We haven't seen Le'Veon play good football in 2 years, so I don't know. We'll have to prove it.
Play for the Jets.
He did play for the Jets, but
man.
I bet you Frank Gore puts up numbers this week. And that's
Waiver
Frank
wire
Gore.
pickup?
How much are we betting on this? Who do they play?
The Dolphins.
They play
it's a
the
revenge
Dolphins.
game for Frankie.
Yeah. I mean, Frank's probably going to.
And the Dolphins are coming
Like
off a big
130
The
win.
Jets were
yards.
going to win. I said Frank's going to tote the ball.
The Dolphins are coming off a big
Save
win.
Adam gets the
I'm
job.
adding that to one of my locks of the week.
What?
Fun lock of the week, Jets money line.
The Jets ain't trying to win
Got rid
shit,
of that
bro.
cancel Le'Veon.
I'm going to say this while we're talking about it. I think the Dolphins are, like, legit scrappy team. Like, I think they're just legit pretty decent. Like, dude, they're
They're
not a
pretty
bad
decent.
team.
I'll give them that.
The Jets
they-
are abysmal. Like terrible. Like I don't think the Jets can, on their best day, beat any team in the league. They have just like a starting
This
point.
dude just said the Dolphins are scrappy. They just beat the San Francisco 49ers 43-17.
Yeah, not just beat
The
them.
Niners suck. Let's talk about that. The Niners suck.
Niners do suck.
They just
I
fucking
think they're gonna bounce back
thrashed
this week
the
and beat the
Niners.
Rams though.
I think they'll keep it
man.
close. I don't know about
They're missing
win,
a
but
lot
I
of
think about
people.
keep it close.
I think they're gonna beat the Rams. Not gonna lie. I think the Rams are also fraudulent. It's just gonna be a battle of West Coast frauds.
Yeah, it's going to be a weird game. I don't know what to think about that game.
It's got to be a daytime game, huh? I'd imagine. I can only imagine that
Yeah.
game daytime.
I can imagine that being like a 325 type deal.
Yeah, like a weird, like, I'm super
Yeah.
fucking full and, like, a little drunk, and
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but there's football on type of game. That's definitely
Wake up from your nap at fourth quarter and it's like 20-17 and you're like, fuck, dude, did I miss anything?
Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't, we didn't even talk about him. I don't even want to talk about him, but he sucks. 49ers suck. Fraud team.
Yeah,
And
imagine
people
paying him
Rams
all that
Belichick.
money.
suck. Fraud team.
Right?
Yeah.
People
All
call
those
Bill
West Coast
Belichick
teams.
dumb for getting rid of him. Unbelievable.
He's real hot, though. He's a good-looking man.
Big
Say
time
that.
good looker. Big
Yeah,
time
say
good
that.
looker.
Trying to think if there's anything else I want to bring up. Sorry for continuously talking about this, but Benny the Butcher album just dropped. Really good album. If you're looking for some new music, if y'all have not listened to Griselda yet, I know we talk about it literally every single episode, and I'm sure it's getting real old. And I know we're three white men, but I think we have a pretty decent music taste. If you like rap music, Benny the Butcher album just dropped. It's super nice.
Did you listen to all of them? Because I want to ask you a question. So, did you hear at the end? I forgot what song it was, but It's like you know how they have like the talking at the end of some of
Talking
them.
about him being like wrestling names and shit.
Yeah, and he's like announcing
Yeah.
it, dude. That was the funniest shit.
I was
But
laughing my ass off at
on a
that.
serious note, the song with Lil Wayne and Big Sean is probably my favorite one on the album. That bitch goes hard.
Favorite song, if you're looking for some good ones, all album title songs are good. Like if the album name is blah blah blah, and there's a song called the same thing as the album, that's always a good song. So first song, Burden of Proof, Runs, really good album. And I like the last song. I think the first and the last songs are probably the best two songs on the album, in my opinion. So if you're looking for some good music, if you're bored, if you want to at least dabble with it, because we've been talking about it so much, Benny the Butcher's new album, I'm sure a lot of people know who he is and listen to him, but Benny the Butcher's album, really good. 2020 seems like it's been a lifetime, so I don't even know if I can make this claim, but it's definitely got to be in some type of album of the year contention for me. I have no idea who else dropped albums this year, though, because this has been the longest year of all time. But it's a really good album.
That's huge, bro. You like that over
It's a good
Conway's?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I
It's
haven't
good.
listened to it
I
yet,
liked
so
it.
I can't even speak on it.
First listen, it's one of those albums where first listen through, I really like the album, which is extremely rare for me because even my favorite artists, when they drop albums, I have to listen to it at least twice.
I,
This first listen through, I'm just thinking it's weird. I'm just is this I don't know. It's just it takes me a couple listens through to like it, but this is one of the rare albums. For the first time through, I really like the album. It's produced by Hit Boy, a lot of good beats, really well produced, and he's spitting his fucking ass off on every song. So really good album.
I think Conway. I think Conway's album. I mean, for me, I think it kind of topped this one because, personally for me, because Paid in Full is one of my favorite movies, and Conway's whole album was literally Paid in Full theme, and it was just pretty great. I like that one, but I mean, I enjoy all their music. Literally, they do not have a bad song. I can't say they don't. If you think so,
The
then
three of
you're
them
just,
combined?
Yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
three of them combined. They just don't have a bad song.
I like Conway's album. I wasn't trying to disrespect.
I know. I was just making my case.
Yeah.
You're good.
But it's weird because Conway's my favorite. But I do like this Benny album a lot. So yeah, like I said, if you're looking for anything new, try it out. Another thing, I'm just randomly thinking about it, guys, and gals, whoever's listening. We don't mention it much, but retweet the link when you see it. If you listen to the podcast, retweet the link. We want to know who's listening. We want to know who's watching, whatever it might be. We want to know who's supporting, trying to get the name out. And also, if you got stuff that y'all want us to talk about, tweet it at us. We're very active on Twitter. You can tweet at us individually on our own accounts or at the podcast account. I feel like we never talked about this. It's kind of weird that we never did, but we want to know who's listening. We want to know who's supporting. So
we need to start brainstorming as a podcast too, just three dudes who enjoy talking about shit and enjoy interacting with people. We need to start brainstorming. It's our job to do this, but I mean, we need to start brainstorming ways to be more interactive with people. I guess we need more people to do that, but I don't know. I feel like we could think of some more ways to kind of interact with people, whether it be a little gambling thing or a question of the week or something like that. We'll try to think of some stuff to get some interaction with you guys too. So like Logan said, appreciate all the support so far. We've gotten a little bit of growth here and there. Just like it, retweet it whenever you see it, and just let us know what you enjoy, man. It's been fun so far. Love doing it.
Yes, sir.
Love you guys, man. Y'all is the best. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's all, man.
All right, boys.
Hopefully,
Logan,
got some more content ideas coming out. But yeah,
yep. Enjoy your 10th vacation. Enjoy sleeping in that bunk bed.
Finally,
Nice.
a sick ass bunk bed. Didn't even talk
Love
about
it.
that.
Maj, Low. We out.
Love you,
Love y'all,
boys.
boys.
Later.
Later.